Get out and take those fake babies with you." The voice was loud like thunder. It shook the walls of the big fancy house. Slam. The heavy front door closed with a loud bang. Outside, the rain was falling hard. It was a cold, dark night. On the wet ground, a young woman named Lily sat in the mud. She was crying. Her clothes were soaked. She held her big belly with both hands, trying to keep her unborn twins warm. She looked up at the window. She saw Mrs. Higgins standing there. Mrs. Higgins was rich. She wore expensive clothes and diamonds, but her eyes were cold like ice. Mrs. Higgins looked down at poor Lily in the rain and smiled. She opened the window just a little bit. "Did you hear me?" Mrs. Higgins shouted over the rain. "I know your secret, Lily. You are just a poor girl who wants my son's money. You are a liar. Those babies are not my sons. Go find the real father." Lily shook her head fast. Tears mixed with the rain on her face. "No, please, Mrs. Higgins, please. They are Tom's babies. I have nowhere to go. It is freezing." Lily looked at the man standing behind Mrs. Higgins. It was Tom. He was Lily's boyfriend. He was the father. But Tom did not move. He looked at his feet. He was a grown man, but he was too scared of his strict mother to say a word. He let the woman he loved sit in the dirt. "Tom!" Lily screamed his name. "Help me!" Mrs. Higgins laughed, a cruel, mean laugh. "Tom is done with you. We are a clean, perfect family. We don't need trash like you." She closed the blinds. The lights in the big house went out. Lily was left alone in the complete dark. She stood up slowly. Her legs were shaking. She had no money. She had no coat. She only had the 2 babies in her belly. She touched her stomach and whispered, "I am sorry. I am so sorry." She turned around and walked into the night. If this story is pulling at your heart, hit that subscribe button right now. We need your support to keep bringing you real, emotional stories like this one, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Are you Team Lily, or do you think Mrs. Higgins had her reasons? Let's talk about it. Mrs. Higgins thought she had won. She sat by her warm fire inside the house. She drank her hot tea. She told Tom, "I saved you, son. She was a bad person. I smelled a lie on her. We will find you a rich girl, a girl with a good name." Tom just nodded. His face was pale. His hands were shaking too. "Mom, maybe we should have let her stay just for tonight. It's so cold outside." Mrs. Higgins slapped the table hard. "Are you stupid? That girl planned this. She got pregnant on purpose to trap you. She probably doesn't even know who the father really is. Girls like her sleep around. They see a nice boy with money and they attach themselves like a leech." Tom looked at the window. Rain was still pouring down. Somewhere out there, Lily was walking in that storm. With his babies, maybe. "But what if you're wrong, Mom?" he whispered. Mrs. Higgins stood up. She walked to her son and put her cold hand on his shoulder. "I am never wrong. Trust me. In a few weeks, she will disappear. She will find some other fool, and you will thank me." Mrs. Higgins felt strong. She felt smart. She thought she had protected her family's gold. But she was wrong. She was so wrong. 3 months passed. Mrs. Higgins forgot about Lily. She was busy planning parties and meeting rich families. She wanted to find Tom a perfect wife, a girl with a clean name and old money. Tom did not forget. Every night he lay in his bed and wondered where Lily was. Was she okay? Were the babies okay? But he never said anything. He was too weak, too scared of his mother. Then one morning, a letter came in the mail. It wasn't a letter asking for money. It wasn't a letter from a lawyer. It was a thick white envelope from the hospital. Mrs. Higgins saw it on the table. "What is this?" she asked. She opened it. Inside, there was a paper with a lot of numbers. At the top, it said, "DNA test results." Mrs. Higgins laughed. "Ha! Now we will see the truth. Now we have proof that girl was lying." She put on her glasses. She looked at the bottom of the page. She stopped breathing. Her hands started to shake. The cup of tea slipped from her fingers. Crash! The cup broke on the floor, but Mrs. Higgins did not hear it. She could only see one word on the paper. Positive. Probability of paternity, 99% and 99%. The room started to spin. The twins. The two little babies she kicked out into the cold rain. They were real. They were her blood. They were her grandchildren. And she had thrown them away like garbage. Her mouth went dry. Her legs felt like jelly. She grabbed the edge of the table to stop herself from falling. "No," she whispered. "No, no, no." But the paper did not lie. The numbers did not change. Tom was the father. Lily had been telling the truth the whole time. Suddenly, the phone rang. The sound made Mrs. Higgins jump. She picked it up with shaking hands. "Hello? Is this Mrs. Higgins?" a woman's voice asked. It was a nurse. The nurse's voice was very sad and serious. "Yes," Mrs. Higgins said. Her voice was tiny now, not loud and strong like before. "We found this letter in Lily's bag," the nurse said. "We tried to call the number she had for Tom, but nobody answered. Mrs. Higgins, you need to come to the hospital right now. Something has happened. The twins were born 2 days ago, but there were problems. Big problems." Mrs. Higgins felt her heart stop. "What kind of problems?" The nurse took a deep breath. "Lily had the babies outside, in the cold. She had no money for a hospital. A stranger found her on the street and called an ambulance. The babies were born too early. They are very sick, and Lily is in bad shape too. She lost a lot of blood. She keeps asking for Tom. She wants to see him before—" The nurse did not finish the sentence, but Mrs. Higgins understood. "Before she dies." Mrs. Higgins dropped the phone. She fell to her knees, she screamed. But this time, nobody was there to listen. Tom heard the scream. He ran into the room. "Mom, what happened? What's wrong?" Mrs. Higgins could not speak. She just pointed at the DNA test on the table. Tom picked it up. He read it. His face went white. "Oh no," he whispered. "Oh no, oh no, oh no." He looked at his mother. For the first time in his life, he saw her cry. Real tears. Not pretty, fake tears. Ugly, loud crying. "What have I done?" Mrs. Higgins sobbed. "What have I done?" Tom grabbed his coat. "We have to go. Now. Where is she?" Mrs. Higgins gave him the hospital name. They both ran to the car. Tom drove fast. Faster than he had ever driven before. His hands were tight on the wheel. His mother sat next to him, still crying. "I was trying to protect you," she said. Her voice was broken. "I thought she was lying. I thought she was using you." Tom did not answer. He was too angry, too scared, too sad. They got to the hospital. They ran inside. A nurse took them to a room, a small, cold room with white walls. And there she was, Lily. She was lying in a bed. She looked so small, so thin. Her face was gray. Her eyes were closed. Machines were beeping next to her. Tubes were in her arms. Tom ran to her side. He took her hand. "Lily, Lily, it's me. It's Tom. I'm here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." Lily's eyes opened just a little bit. She saw him. A tiny smile came to her lips. "Tom," she whispered. Her voice was so quiet. He had to lean close to hear her. "You came." "Yes, I'm here. I should have been here all along. I'm sorry I let you leave. I'm sorry I didn't protect you." Lily shook her head slowly. "The babies. Did you see the babies?" Tom looked at the nurse. The nurse nodded. She led him to another room, a room with 2 tiny beds. Inside the beds were 2 babies, a boy and a girl. They were so small, smaller than dolls. They had tubes in their noses. Their little chests were moving up and down, but the movements were weak. Tom started crying, big, heavy tears. "They're beautiful," he said. "They look like you." The nurse spoke softly. "They were born too early. They are fighters, but the next few days are very important. They need to be strong." Tom touched the glass. "Please fight," he whispered to his babies. "Please stay. I promise I will be a good dad. I will never let anyone hurt you again." Mrs. Higgins stood in the doorway. She could not move. She could not breathe. She looked at the 2 tiny babies, her grandchildren, the babies she had called fake, the babies she had kicked out into the rain. She fell to her knees right there in the hospital hallway. People walked past her, but she did not care. She put her face in her hands and cried like a child. A doctor came over to her. "Ma'am, are you okay?" Mrs. Higgins looked up. No, she said. I am not okay. I did something terrible. I hurt people I should have protected. I thought I was smart, but I was just cruel. Can God forgive me? Can they forgive me? The doctor did not answer. He just helped her stand up. If you're feeling the weight of this story, do me a favor. Hit the like button and drop a comment with your location. Tell me if you've ever had someone doubt you when you were telling the truth. Let's build a community here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We drop powerful stories like this every single week. Tom went back to Lily's room. He sat next to her bed and held her hand. Mrs. Higgins stood by the door. She was too ashamed to come closer. Lily looked at her. Even though she was weak and dying, her eyes were kind. Mrs. Higgins, Lily said. Her voice was like a whisper in the wind. Mrs. Higgins stepped forward. Tears were running down her old face. I'm sorry, she said. I'm so sorry, Lily. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I thought I was protecting my son, but I was just being mean. I was being proud. I judged you because you were poor. I thought money was everything, but I was the poor one, poor in my heart. Lily's eyes filled with tears. I never wanted your money. I only wanted love. I only wanted a family for my babies. Mrs. Higgins fell to her knees next to the bed. She took Lily's other hand. Please forgive me. Please, I will do anything. I will spend the rest of my life making this right. Just please don't die. Don't leave those babies without a mother. They need you. Lily closed her eyes. I'm so tired. No, Tom cried. Stay with me, Lily. Stay with us. We need you. I love you. I should have said it before. I should have fought for you, but I'm saying it now. I love you. Please don't go. But Lily's hand went soft in his. The machine started beeping loud and fast. Nurses ran into the room. They pushed Tom and Mrs. Higgins out. You have to leave. Now, a doctor shouted. Tom and his mother stood in the hallway. They watched through the window as the doctors worked on Lily. They were doing everything they could. Minutes felt like hours. Tom could not stop shaking. Mrs. Higgins could not stop praying. She had not prayed in years, but now she prayed harder than she had ever prayed before. Please, God, she whispered, don't take her. Take me instead. I'm the one who did wrong. Punish me, not her, not those babies. Finally, after what felt like forever, a doctor came out. His face was serious. Tom grabbed his arm. Is she okay? Please tell me she's okay. The doctor took a deep breath. She's stable for now, but the next 24 hours are critical. She lost a lot of blood. Her body's very weak. If she makes it through the night, she has a chance. Tom felt his legs give out. He sat down hard on the floor. Mrs. Higgins put her hand on his shoulder. She'll make it, Mrs. Higgins said. But she did not sound sure. She sounded scared. That night, Tom did not leave the hospital. He sat in a chair next to Lily's bed. He held her hand all night long. He talked to her. He told her stories. He told her about the future they would have, the house they would buy, the life they would build with their babies. Mrs. Higgins sat in the waiting room. She could not sleep. She thought about all the things she had done wrong in her life. She thought about how she had cared more about money and reputation than about people. She thought about how she had raised Tom to be weak and scared. I failed, she whispered to herself. I failed as a mother. I failed as a person. An old man was sitting across from her. He had been there all night too, waiting for news about his own sick family member. You can't change the past, the old man said, but you can change what you do next. That's all any of us can do. Mrs. Higgins looked at him. What if it's too late? The old man smiled sadly. It's only too late when you stop trying. Mrs. Higgins nodded. She stood up. She walked to the room where the babies were. She looked at them through the glass. They were still fighting, still breathing, still alive. I will protect you, she said to them. I promise. I will be the grandmother you deserve. I will make up for what I did, even if it takes the rest of my life. Morning came. The sun rose over the city. Light came through the hospital windows. And then a miracle happened. Lily opened her eyes. Tom was sleeping in the chair next to her, his head on the bed, still holding her hand. She squeezed his hand softly. Tom woke up fast. Lily, you're awake! Lily smiled. A real smile. Weak but real. I'm still here. Tom started crying again. Happy tears this time. You scared me so much. I thought I lost you. You can't get rid of me that easily, Lily whispered. Where are my babies? They're in the other room. They're fighting just like you. They're strong. Mrs. Higgins heard the noise. She came running. When she saw Lily awake, she stopped at the door. Lily saw her. Come in, she said. Mrs. Higgins walked in slowly. She looked ashamed. I don't deserve to be here. Maybe not, Lily said. Her voice was still weak, but there was power in it too. But those babies in the other room deserve a grandmother, a real grandmother, not the person you were that night. Can you be that person? Mrs. Higgins nodded fast. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Yes, I will. I swear on my life. Lily looked at Tom. And you? Can you be a real father? A man who stands up? Even to your mother? Tom squeezed her hand. Yes, I promise. I will never be weak again. I will protect you and our babies. Always. Lily closed her eyes. Good, because I can't do this alone. You won't have to, Tom said. Never again. The next few days were hard. Lily slowly got stronger. The babies slowly got stronger too. Every day was a battle, but every day they won. Mrs. Higgins came to the hospital every single day. She brought food, she brought clothes, she brought toys for when the babies came home. She did not try to take over. She did not try to control. She just helped, quietly, humbly. One day, Lily was finally strong enough to hold her babies. The nurses brought them to her room. Tom helped her sit up. Mrs. Higgins stood back, giving them space. Lily held her son in one arm and her daughter in the other. Tears ran down her face. Hello, my angels, she whispered. I'm your mama. I'm sorry you had a hard start. But I promise, from now on, you will only know love. The babies made little sounds. Their tiny hands grabbed at her fingers. Tom sat next to Lily on the bed. He put his arms around all of them. His family. His real family. Mrs. Higgins watched from the corner. She felt something break inside her chest. Not in a bad way, in a way that let something new grow. Something soft. Something real. Can I? Mrs. Higgins started to say, but then stopped. She was afraid to ask. Lily looked at her. Come here. Mrs. Higgins walked over slowly. She looked down at the babies. This is your grandmother, Lily told the babies. She made a big mistake, but she's going to spend the rest of her life making it right. Aren't you? Mrs. Higgins nodded. She could not speak. She just nodded. Do you want to hold one? Lily asked. Mrs. Higgins looked shocked. Really? You would let me? Yes, but you have to promise something first. Anything. Lily looked her straight in the eye. Promise me you will never judge someone by their money or their clothes or where they come from ever again. Promise me you will teach these babies to see people's hearts, not their bank accounts. Mrs. Higgins put her hand over her own heart. I promise. I swear on everything I have. Lily gently handed her the baby girl. Mrs. Higgins took her carefully, like she was holding the most precious thing in the world. Because she was. The baby looked up at her with big, clear eyes. Mrs. Higgins started crying, soft, quiet tears. I'm sorry, she whispered to the baby. I'm so sorry I didn't believe in you. I'm so sorry I hurt your mama. But I will love you forever. I will protect you forever. You are my blood. You are my heart. The baby made a little sound like she understood. Tom put his arm around his mother. For the first time in years, they felt like a real family. Not a perfect family, not a rich family, a real family. 2 weeks later, Lily and the babies went home. But they did not go to Mrs. Higgins's big, fancy house. Tom rented a small apartment in the city. It was not big. It was not fancy, but it was theirs. Mrs. Higgins helped them move in. She bought furniture. She set up the baby's room. She did everything she could, but she did not move in with them. She gave them space. She visited, but she did not take over. Thank you, Lily told her one day. Thank you for letting us be our own family. Mrs. Higgins smiled, a real warm smile, not the cold smile from before. Thank you for giving me a second chance. Not many people would. Everyone deserves a second chance, Lily said, as long as they really change. Months passed. The babies grew. They got strong and healthy. Tom got a job. Lily went back to school. They were happy. Mrs. Higgins sold her big house. She said it was too big and too empty. She moved into a smaller place. She gave a lot of her money to charities that helped young mothers. She volunteered at hospitals. She became a different person. One day, Tom asked her, "Mom, do you miss your old life? Your big house? Your fancy parties?" Mrs. Higgins looked at her grandchildren playing on the floor. The little girl was laughing. The little boy was clapping his hands. "No," she said, "I don't miss it at all. I thought those things made me rich, but they made me empty. This makes me rich." She pointed at the babies. "This is real wealth, love, family, people." Tom hugged his mother. "I'm proud of you, Mom. You changed, really changed." "I had to," Mrs. Higgins said. "I almost lost everything that mattered. That night in the rain taught me something. It taught me that being right means nothing if you have no heart. I thought I was protecting you, but I was really just protecting my own pride." Lily came into the room with cups of tea. She sat down next to them. "You know what's funny?" Lily said. "That night, when you kicked me out, I was so angry. I hated you. I thought you were the worst person in the world." Mrs. Higgins looked down. "You had every right to hate me. But now," Lily continued, "I understand. You were scared. You were trying to protect your son. You did it the wrong way, but your heart was not completely evil. Just confused. Just proud." Mrs. Higgins looked at her with surprise. "You forgive me? Really?" Lily nodded. "Yes, because holding on to hate hurts me more than it hurts you. And because you proved that people can change. You are not the same woman who slammed that door in my face. You are better now." Mrs. Higgins started crying, but this time, they were tears of joy. "Thank you," she whispered. "Thank you for seeing the best in me when I only showed you the worst." The three of them sat together. The babies played. The sun came through the window. It was warm and bright. Everything was not perfect. Life never is. There were still hard days. Days when money was tight. Days when the babies were sick. Days when Tom and Lily fought. Days when old wounds hurt. But they got through it together. As a family. A real family. Years went by. The twins grew up. They learned to walk. They learned to talk. They went to school. And every birthday, every holiday, every important moment, Mrs. Higgins was there. Not as the boss, not as the queen, just as grandma. A grandma who loved them with all her heart. One day when the twins were 5 years old, the little girl asked Lily a question. "Mama, why does grandma sometimes cry when she looks at us?" Lily smiled. She picked up her daughter and sat her on her lap. "Because grandma almost missed knowing you. She almost made a big mistake that would have kept her away from you forever. But she fixed it. And now, every time she sees you, she remembers how lucky she is. Those are happy tears, baby. Tears of joy." The little girl thought about this. "Grandma loves us a lot, doesn't she?" "Yes, she does, very much. I love her too. I know you do. And that love is the most important thing in the world." That night, Mrs. Higgins came for dinner. The twins ran to her and hugged her legs. She bent down and hugged them back, holding them tight. Tom and Lily watched from the kitchen. Tom put his arm around Lily's waist. "We made it," he said. "Against all odds, we made it." Lily leaned into him. "We did, because we fought for it, because we forgave, because we chose love over pride." "I'm sorry I was weak," Tom said. "I'm sorry I let her throw you out." "I know, but you're not weak anymore. You proved that. Every day you prove that." They watched Mrs. Higgins play with the twins. She was on the floor pretending to be a monster. The babies were laughing so hard they could barely breathe. "She's a good grandma," Lily said. "She is," Tom agreed. "She learned the hard way, but she learned." Before we wrap up this story, I need you to do something for me. If this story touched you, if it made you feel something real, smash that subscribe button. Hit the like. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from and what part of this story hit you the hardest. Was it the rain scene? The DNA reveal? The forgiveness? Let me know. Your comments keep this channel alive. The story of Mrs. Higgins, Tom, and Lily is a story about pride and redemption. It's about how we can be so sure we are right, but really we are very wrong. It's about how hate and fear can make us hurt the people we should protect. But it's also about second chances, about forgiveness, about change. Mrs. Higgins had everything: money, power, a big house, but she had no heart. That night in the rain, she lost something precious. She lost her humanity, but the DNA test gave it back to her. It showed her the truth. It broke her pride and rebuilt her soul. Lily had nothing: no money, no home, no family, but she had love. She had truth. She had strength. And in the end, those things were more powerful than all of Mrs. Higgins's money. Tom was weak. He let fear control him, but pain woke him up. Almost losing Lily and his babies made him find his courage. He became the man he was always supposed to be. And the twins? They were innocent. They did nothing wrong, but they changed everything. Their tiny lives brought a broken family together. The moral of this story is simple. Do not judge people by what you see on the outside. Rich or poor, fancy or simple, it does not matter. What matters is the heart. What matters is truth. What matters is love. Pride will destroy you. It will make you push away the people who love you. It will make you blind to what is real. But humility will save you. Forgiveness will heal you. Love will complete you. Mrs. Higgins learned this lesson the hardest way possible. She almost destroyed her family. She almost lost her grandchildren forever. But she learned, she changed, she became better. And that is the power of redemption. No matter how far you fall, no matter how big your mistake, you can come back. You can change. You can be better. But you have to want it. You have to work for it. You have to humble yourself and admit you were wrong. Mrs. Higgins did that. She fell to her knees. She begged for forgiveness. She spent years proving she was different. And in the end, she earned back what she had thrown away. So if you are in a situation like this, if you have hurt someone because of pride or fear or judgment, it is not too late. You can still make it right. You can still say sorry. You can still change. But do not wait. Do not waste time. Because sometimes second chances do not come. Sometimes the door closes forever. Mrs. Higgins was lucky. The twins lived. Lily lived. She got her chance, but not everyone does. So love the people in your life. See them for who they really are, not what you think they should be. Do not let pride steal your joy. Do not let fear make you cruel. Because in the end, we are all just people, trying to survive, trying to love, trying to matter. And the only thing that really matters is the love we give and the love we receive. Mrs. Higgins knows that now. She learned it in the rain, on her knees, with a DNA test in her shaking hands. Do not wait for a moment like that. Learn it now. Choose love now. Choose kindness now, before it's too late. Thank you so much for sticking with this story until the very end. If it moved you, changed you, or made you think, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your story. Have you ever been judged unfairly? Have you ever had to forgive someone who hurt you deeply? I read every single comment. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another powerful story. See you in the next one.